Anticipate Peters or Humphrey traveling with you, and like what makes them such a challenging duo?
I don't think they're gonna travel. I think they're gonna play sides. Marcus Peters plays the right side, and Humphrey plays the left side. So it'll be a fun game, and both sides learn experience. So I'm excited for it. Actually, it'll be the first time facing Marcus Peters.
Do you look back at the first game there last year as kind of a breakout moment for you?
For one of my best games in the league, yes. Yeah.
Why?
I just had a crazy game, outstanding game. Was all over the field, moved around. So that was the first time Zach, I think, really tried it that game.
Mixon had talk yesterday about, then he's not getting the stats yet, and he says, they matter, but, we just want to win games.
Mm-hmm.
How much do they matter to you? Because you put up some incredible numbers, especially against the Ravens, and yet it's drawn a lot more attention to you. So how much do stats matter?
I mean, stats matter, if you individually in the game to it like that. But, for the most part, I want to win too, just like Mick said. I'm pissed when I don't, always get my number called. I want the ball. I'm a feisty receiver. I want the ball. And, it don't always work that way. But as long as we come out with a win, I'm okay with that, you know what I'm saying?
When you have someone like T putting up the numbers he's putting up and with the corners that she mentioned, I mean, how much does that help you get those open routes that you're looking for when they're maybe focusing on him too?
Shoot, that just means they got to stop somebody, you know what I'm saying? We got 3 different, receivers that can make the ball, that can make something work when they get the ball in their hands. And I think everybody's excited to see that. So, they start to double me and T at the same time, leave TB one-on-one, or, vice versa with me or TB.
Did you see a bunch of doubles like this in college? Because obviously you're having a ton of success. Or is it just much different?
I didn't see this much in college, no. But Baltimore definitely throwing me off when I seen triple-double last year. That was kind of crazy on film, and T still caught the ball. So,
what do you mean a triple-double? Explain that.
All 3 of us were double, literally.
Wow, all 3 of you were double.
On film. It was only 3 routes on the field, and it was all 3 of us double. So that was crazy to see.
Is that the only defense that's done that?
Yeah, so far, yeah. Everybody else did. Miami did double me and TB and let T eat like one-on-one. So, I mean, like I said, somebody got to eat.
Do you remember what happened on that play with the triple-double?
T went over his head.
Oh, it was that play.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
On paper, this game looks pretty big. Primetime game, both y'all tied for first. Does it feel that way going into this?
Nah, it just felt like another game for us. We just got Baltimore in the way we know where we tied in first set, but we're not coming into games knowing we got to win this to be first. But we just winning the game to give our standards higher. Making sure that we're ready to play our next game and keep this momentum going.
Your run after catch against Baltimore multiple times in the 2 games, was that as good as it's been for you, or is it something that you've done before?
I've always thought I had a good run after catch, some yak, but it's not always easy when everybody running at you, you know what I'm saying? Zach put me in a great position to make a move with the ball in my hands. I had a lot of room with space, so Zach did a good job of that.
Timur, do you feel like this offense is...
Miami's defense last week with the double, triple teaming you and bracketing you, was that next level? Was that the most you've seen?
I've been seeing it every week now. So, I might see it more. We might make it to the playoffs, what I'll see then. So Miami's the first team that I've seen to do 4-on-2 people. That was funny.
Is it frustrating dealing with double teams all the time? Is it a compliment?
Hell yeah. It's a compliment. It's frustrating as hell. Hell yeah. I'm not happy getting double teamed. I want the ball.
How hard is it to stay patient when you get those looks, knowing that they're going to take you away, you're not going to get the yards you want?
Yeah, I just got to be ready at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like last game, I think I had 4 catches. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting double teamed, but I got to be patient. I got to be ready. And my number got called last play, make the game winning, play to get us a touchdown and stuff. So I got to be ready and just always be ready for the ball at any moment.
Do you think you'll move around more, maybe, with the double teams coming to make it tougher?
We'll see. We'll see what Zach has planned. I don't mind moving around, but that means I got to learn more of the offense too, so that means my knowledge got to keep growing as I'm learning more of the offense.
Do you expect that? Do you expect more of the same?
Say it again.
I'm sorry. Do you expect more of the same this Sunday from them? Double and bracketed?
Nah, I don't really know what to expect. I'm pretty sure they're gonna run cover 2, of course, but they're a man team, and I think they're gonna play with the cornerbacks on the same side, left and right side.
Has TB helped a lot with dealing with that? Because early in his career, before you guys got here, he got that all the time.
Right. I think that definitely made it a little easy because when we played Pittsburgh last year, they doubled him So that me and T had one-on-one. So that was, you know what I'm saying, everybody has to pick their poison on who they want to stop.
You get some LSU representation over there. You guys beat them pretty badly twice last year. How big a chip do you expect them to have for you?
The biggest, I mean, you know, same way we're going to have when we play Cleveland. You know, they beat us twice last year. They're looking at it the same way. So, you know, it's going to be a good game overall. Both teams going to have to want it the most.
Does Peters, he just seems to be a magnet. What does he do in coverage that lets him get his hand on the ball so often?
I don't see him being a magnet, if you mean like covering everything.
Well, I mean, just means he catches the ball. I mean, he's got a lot of picks.
I didn't look at the film yet. I'll look at it. I didn't see all that yet. So.
And kind of off the field, you know, I'm sure you saw Joe Burrow launch his new foundation, you know, being really close to him. What do you make of that, and what has he kind of told you about that and just what that means to him?
Yeah, he didn't really tell me nothing too much about it. You know, that's just stuff he has going on and stuff. You know, that's cool for him. You know, hopefully everything works out perfectly fine and how he wants it to work out. So.
Cool. Do you feel like this offense is getting its swagger back a little bit more the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we definitely made a big jump from, you know, our transition from the first couple of games. You know, we still growing right now, and we definitely come out better in the second half. I think that's something big we're gonna work on, and you know, just executing the second half. I think that's the biggest key we got right now.
I've seen the atmosphere you guys had here Thursday and what it did for you. How does that prepare you for what you're going to face Sunday at their place in a primetime game?
Yeah, like I said, man, we don't know what's going to happen until we get there. You know, we're going to be excited for the game. You know, we know this is a man game for the receivers. So, you know, we got to be expected for anything, any coverage. You know, it doesn't matter what they play.
Did they do the triple-double on both games or just the one game that you guys played?
Just the second game we played. So that was here, right? Yeah. Just the second game.
A couple times. I mean, that was what they were running consistently? I
don't know if it was consistent. I don't think it was consistent. I think it was just like maybe one drive, and that one drive team made a hell of a play. So
that broke it up.
Got out of it quick.
So what did that game in Baltimore last year infuse to, you think? Was that a turning point for you guys?
I'll say that, yeah, because, you know, that game showed that we know how to close out a game, I felt like. We went into their stadium knowing that, you know, they had one of the best quarterbacks that could run the ball and just, you know, put defenses on their heels. And I think our defense did a great job of just going into that territory and taking over it.
Joe Mixon was talking the other day about what makes Joe Burrow so special in the huddle, especially when the game's on the line or a big play needs to be made. What do you see from Joe at those key moments in the huddle?
Yeah, he's very poised, you know what I'm saying? He sits there and knows what he's talking about. He sits there and sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Who knows if he really does? You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure he knows. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, he's fully confident in everything he does. And, you know, that's somebody, you know, that's going to have everybody around him. He's going to pick us up. You know, he's just a great leader, you know what I'm saying? And he knows when he needs to speak.
Is it important to have just that one voice at a moment like that? Nobody else getting in his way? Just one voice above all?
I mean, everyone has their own person they like listening to. And when Joe talks, I think everybody respects his word. And that's why he speaks a lot. But, you know, we have other people on the team that speaks too, not just Joe.
Going back to that game in Baltimore last year, guys have said that was the game when you guys really knew this could be a special team.
Right.
But then you guys turn around and lose 2 in a row after that. Was there a lesson there as far as maybe the even keel aspect or not riding a win too long?
Yeah, who do we lose to those?
Cleveland and the Jets.
We played horrible Jets game. Cleveland game, I played horrible. So who knows? I could have probably had 2-3 touchdowns.
One thing that's been tossed around a lot is the importance of the run game and for you guys to get that going. From the standpoint of a receiver and your standpoint there, how important is it for you guys to have an effective run game?
Yeah, the run game opened up the passing game. Even when, you know, even when the receiver got to crack the safety, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. We flying down, the safety's got to look out for us too. So that means he's not worried about the run. He's more worried about us than the run. And then we might do a play action, then he's looking at us. You know what I'm saying? Then he get messed up thinking it's a run, looking at the play action. So his head's all messed up. So all that ties into, you know, runs and blocking and stuff like that.
That last route against the Dolphins, it was one-on-one, right? Was that the only time you were one-on-one all night? Or?
No, it wasn't the only time. It wasn't the only time. I had a couple of them. Joe just missed it a couple times.
Right, but that's what he said. If he sees one-on-one, he's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, that was. He said he took that because the safety was cheating to the middle of the field. The whole night, the safety was on the hash or damn in a split on my side. So, you know, once he seen that, he took advantage of the opportunity.